Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, HURIWA, has expressed deep concerns over recent revelations by the Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa regarding the inability of Nigerian intelligence agencies to trace and disrupt the financial and training networks that have sustained Boko Haram for over 15 years. The association described the situation as a scathing indictment of Nigeria's intelligence institutions and has an alarming failure to justify their substantial annual budgets. During an interview with Al Jazeera, General Musa reportedly called for a United Nations-led investigation into the international flow of funds to Boko Haram. He questioned how the insurgents have managed to sustain their operations for such a prolonged period and suggested potential international conspiracies at play. HURIWA highlighted the paradox of a nation with established intelligence institutions failing to curtail the financial and logistical support for insurgent groups. The association questioned the operational effectiveness of key security agencies, including the Directorate of Military Intelligence (DMI), Department of State Services (DSS), and Nigerian Intelligence Agency (NIA). These agencies are critical to safeguarding national security. The DMI gathers military intelligence, the DSS handles internal security, and the NIA oversees foreign intelligence. Together, they should form a robust intelligence network, but Boko Haram continues to thrive, HURIWA said. Through his national coordinator, Emmanuel Omubiko, the group noted that the insurgents now utilize advanced technologies, including drones, for surveillance, raising concerns about the effective utilization of the vast resources allocated to these agencies. HURIWA reiterated his demand for improved governance and oversight of the country's intelligence apparatus. It urged Nigerians to hold leaders accountable for the management of national security. Safeguarding Nigeria requires effective utilization of its resources and institutions, the association concluded. We've had Boko Haram for 16 years. What are your thoughts on this story?
It's a big laugh. He's not telling us what we've not been all saying and seeing. So I think it's up to them. The day the departments, those tasked with these responsibilities, the day they decide that they want to end insurgency, or those people behind the insurgency, the day they decide, then it will end. Because it's a joke. It's a joke in a country where you have all these departments of these agencies.
Well-funded.
Funded beyond even what you have in other climes. And they are doing their work excellently. And here we have all these departments with all the funds, and Boko Haram walk through their nose, executes their terror, and they walk away. Drones in our space. Am I the one that will go and intercept drones? Where are the special agents
who are trained,
equipped to handle, to monitor, to secure the airspace, secure the movements, even the movement of funds and what have you? They are telling us they will monitor our WhatsApp communications and what have you. And these people communicate. These people move freely, and they don't know what to do.
Now, I want you to hold on to that thought. You know that we have NIN, we have BVN. All of these measures that were put in place to trace finances.
Yes.
Do you think it has helped in a way?
That's why I said the day they are ready to end it, it will end. Instead, all those things they are bringing up is just to burden the citizens, is not actually to achieve the aim they are announcing to us. How do they move their fund? Look at kidnappers, for instance. How do they get their fund out of the system? They bring the insurgent, they come in with sophisticated equipment. How do those equipment get into the country? So it's a big laugh, and I believe when it is time and they make up their mind we are going to see the end of it.
When will that time come, though?
When will it come? I don't know.
You do agree that Boko Haram, has given an uprise to other fractions.
Other cells have risen.
Because Boko Haram wasn't tackled.
Yes.
Now you hear things like the government is trying to fight Lakwara, and they're trying to fight this. What measures do you think these agencies coming together, do you think it will make any difference as regards if they put all of their resources together? I met a man that told me about how his uncle would say, for fun, he wakes up in the morning and gets into a train and thinks of from Abia, where was his uncle, and he travels to the north to relax for a week. You can't take those trips nowadays.
No, you can't. It's at the risk of your life.
It's at the risk of your life. Given that we have people, women, men, children, vulnerable people living in all of these areas, and we want to preach empathy, as it were, what measures do you think these people will put in place, or what do you think would provoke the empathy of the security agencies to realize that they are dealing with human beings and safeguard those people?
I think the only thing that will provoke and awaken their conscience is when the terror gets directly to them and their own people close to them. Because I think the way they see it, when you say they kill this, it's just a number to them. They don't even attach meaning to it. But I think when it touches them, you see, I can't remember one specific case, and they were trying to move heaven and earth because one of their people was involved. So it's when it touches them, and when the thing turns the other way, maybe they will now, their conscience will be awakened, and the day they now come together in agreement, when there is understanding between these agents, and agreement between these agents that we want to stop this, then it will stop. Right now, maybe one agent is trying to stop it, another one is closing his eyes to it for whatever reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Abacha rightly said that there's a quote by Abacha, which was going to be our last, end point for this discourse. Abacha said that if a problem of insecurity has lasted over 24 hours, the government is involved. Yeah. What are your thoughts when you look at it, and look at that statement, and given that Boko Haram has been in existence 16 years?
Yeah, I take it 100% that Abacha knew exactly what he was talking about, that Boko Haram cannot be in Nigeria if the Nigerian state is not behind their presence here.